quarterback's moving up and down the field and finding the end zone, and you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game.
Oh, he's going to go up top. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
I'll do that later. Okay, I'll pull that up for you during one of the breaks. But it turns out...
Backed up now, here's second and long. Hand off from the shotgun. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Got a man. It's McMillan. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided, on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there.
Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Moves away as he feels pressure. He's got it along the sideline. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Buffalo. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees it, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
So the Oregon Black Knights offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. And that's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback and getting him on the ground.
Motion from the back. He'll run his man on the option. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Black Knights will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight.
Not because it has the biggest numbers of attendance, but because something meaningful happened.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent for keeping drives alive. Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. Army has it back and the offense ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. This offense has it with really good field position. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
The option look. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward. But let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
Cannot complain.
The Black Knights will try to pin them back.
Did you have an answer already for the question?
They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out.
Just strictly college and career readiness is what I
misjudges it a bit and muffs it. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds.
And a huge thank you in order right there. That return is literally going to go find my man and go, thank you so much for making up for my mistake. That could have been huge.
Small world. I'm a youth development specialist, but my favorite program I do is my youth futures program. And so I was going to talk about our impact. A lot of our students, not a lot, there's several students though that are anti-college, but they're a part of our program. And usually after we go to conference in July, they really change their mind about
and we're ready to go in the second.
I can think about 5 or 6 of them off the top of my head that were like, I'm not going to college, and then we got on campus, and I had to figure out a way to get to college. So that's one of my favorite impacts of that program.
Grab near the marker. It's Thomas.
Where are you located?
After getting 5 there.
Pettis County.
They've got a
Is
1st and 10 at the 34.
Say it again?
How about you? Where are you from?
Oh, I'm Kansas City.
The inside handoff.
Yeah, so my youth futures program is in Jackson
County.
County.
45, but he got 10 on that one.
So yeah, but I got Jackson, Clayton,
on 1st and 10.
Oh wow.
Are you primarily in high schools or middle schools? What do you do your program?
To the air on 1st down.
Under
fire. That's reeled in. It's McMillan. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Bulls in a good spot here with 2nd and short.
Oh, that's cool. That's a fun
to go
answer.
up top.
Ours is
Out of the
predominantly high school.
That's it. 5. Makes the grab. It's Snow.
We have a feeder program, 7th and 8th grade, that we don't run, but our school partner, they basically run the middle school program, and so then they recommend kids to join us in high school.
Line, it's 1st and 10.
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool setup.
Looking downfield on 1st down.
What city do you play? I'm trying to figure out.
Got to run.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Getting the football.
Yes, okay.
Picking up big yardage on the return.
Well, see, I went to school in small town Missouri, so I'm familiar with all the small towns. Went to Truman State, Kirksville.
The last time they had the ball.
Yeah, so I'm not familiar with all the small towns in Missouri. I myself ended up at Colton Stockton, which is in
The Black Knights of the Hudson using surgical precision in this quarterback run game.
Yeah, and you're not talking about surgical precision in the
eye-opening,
passing game.
I'm from
what Army
Kansas City.
does. They want to run the
Being
football.
in
When you sign up as a
town
QB
with
to
one
play
stop
Army, you know that. You better be able to do it. You can see the run there.
But
Which do you like better?
And I think that time the quarterback...
see, it's hard because
trying to pitch it. He didn't have to,
I
though.
really did enjoy my time there. But I think it's because I was in college. Like, I don't know if I would have enjoyed it as like a regular adult.
I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to
So
have.
that makes it difficult. But I had a great time.
You know, you run
Great
that
time.
option and maybe pitch the football,
and I did enjoy the slowness. That's one thing that
nowhere to go.
we almost stayed. Me and my wife almost stayed in Kirkland because we really did enjoy the pace of
Just
the
can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
shut down at
And
8
that's
or
back-to-back
9
games. This guy's
p.m.
not
quiet.
sack, starting to be a problem.
Everybody
A guy
kinda
that's
knows
diagnosing
everybody.
passes, rushing the passer
We did
really,
enjoy
really
that,
well.
but
This defense
I
could
was
use this
about to-
guy's
we
production
graduated. My wife wanted to
consistent.
stay in Kirkland.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Yep.
So, what about you? Are you from Pettis, the Pettis area?
I'm not.
And they got him a sack.
Oh, you from Moberly? Okay.
Try to convert on fourth down.
You've heard that?
Yeah, I got some people out of
Mobley.
Moberly.
The football, you could tell surveying the
Some
field.
good
Somebody's
friends.
got to
Moberly,
get
Moberly,
open,
Macon,
go make
on
a
that
play, man, throw it
area.
up, run it, do something. You
Yeah.
can't take a sack on
Definitely
fourth down. You got to
familiar
give
with that.
somebody an opportunity to make
Well,
a
Miss
play.
Seaton,
For
it was nice meeting you.
They'll move the
Yeah,
wide
it was good to
receiver.
meet you as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
First play of the drive, wants to throw. The short hands, it's McMillan.
Recording
They
in
bring him
progress.
down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Got the first down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break.
Welcome back. If you could, in the chat, would some of you answer this, finish this statement? Because of this program participants, or you can name your program instead of saying this program, but if a few of you...
They're in the red zone, first and 10 from the 20.
Examples here.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game.
Sorry, I got issues with audio.
Delay of game. Offense.
The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them.
And public speaking, youth in my community have another positive adult to look up to.
They'll move it back, and it's first and 15 for this offense.
And still hope.
Takes a snap, wants to throw.
Private pesticide applicator training.
Pulls it in, it's Udo. There he goes. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Wide out trying to get it in. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Buffalo!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read them.
Continues to fight for yards. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Off play action on first down.
So why does this matter beyond
On target to the left. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. And the Black Knights come to the line in the hurry up.
What I want you to think about is your audience. Who are you going to use this for? This might look different for each of you.
Johnson wants to throw it. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking.
I want you to think about who
Looking to fire.
is going to be your audience.
Going for the big play.
Most of the time,
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Wide receiver comes in motion.
Voila.
Gonna run it. It's Udo. This has been happening all night. They stubbornly keep giving him the ball, and the defense is all over it.
Well, there was just nowhere to go for the runner on that last play. Just way too much penetration up front. And as a result, they lose yardage.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look.
This is something that you're starting today that you can use in multiple different ways to talk about your work. Okay. So, impact in one statement.
So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Well, here's an interesting situation after that incompletion for the offense all of a sudden, because you've had success. You've scored 2 touchdowns on your first 2 drives. You've got to be playing with a lot of confidence. Does that carry over and make you feel like going for it here on fourth down? You've got the playmakers.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Snagged in the middle, it's Bolden. Knocked down at the 22, that's a first down, and they can still stop the clock. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense down to the 22 on first and 10. Johnson looking to throw. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Black Knights! Oh, that baby in and stroll into the end zone for the score.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys.
However, I want it to be something you've done more.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. Rushes on him. He's looking, pressure's coming in, the pressure gets there, and down he goes, and they won't be able to cut into this lead. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field?
Measurable impact. If you have written impact statements in the
He'll bring it out. It's Williams. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Waning seconds in the first half. Let's see just how aggressive they'll be. Looking for a crease. It's Udo. Got enough for the first down and wants more. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Excellent question, and that's what I want you to kind of decide for yourself.
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
I think a list of folks
wants to throw on first down.
For many of us,
fires to the middle. Finds a man by himself. They finally make the stop, but that will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break.
that you want to ensure that they fully
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Fellas, one thing we can always count on is a great atmosphere in West Point. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys along the banks of the Hudson inside venerable Michie Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. We're just about ready to start the second half.
You all should be able to open that up on your computer. You know it's going to get
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
Your audience could be the
Army has it back in the offense, ready to go. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Trying to beat the D deep. Catch inside the 25. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
This offense just gets a bolt of energy when they get a play like that. Now they're in the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 20. Here's the pressure. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, and unfortunately, this guy's been beat like a drum. He's been hit, sacked a bunch of times already, and another hit right here. I'm literally looking at my offensive line and be like, dude, I need some more time. You got to protect me better than this. Give me a chance to complete some passes.
Oh, they're after him. This time it's complete. Running through contact. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Black Knights will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
After getting nothing done on 1st down, 2nd and goal from the 6. Johnson wants to throw it. Here comes the heat. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting pass. So you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left them with more ground to cover. The corners are walked up tight. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Hauls it in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal from the left hash. And this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. It's good. Easy call for the ref. That'll cut this lead down to 5.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
I'm sorry.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Buffalo offense headed back to the field. Hand off to the single back. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And I kind of like like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Finds a little space. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Use the play fake, now to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's 2nd and long.
I did change but maybe the last.
Running back searching for a hole.
I did change it.
They'll give him a couple, that leaves him with 3rd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Bringing the heat. Complete to the right. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Bulls are on the move. The give on the inside. Turning it on.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Motion from the wide receiver. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Shakes off the defender. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out in the open field, and it's enough to get you a 1st down.
The Bulls back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Udo. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
All right, so closer lead, template open. You can put your...
Guys, we've reached the end of the quarter, and Buffalo is on top. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats.
So we're going to start with the problem. That is...
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th.
Jump to that 2nd section on the template. Talk about the
So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
You put your title in, you're kind of thinking about your program, your topic area,
Wants to go up top.
team area, whatever you've decided on. And
Got it in the middle. It's McMillan. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a 1st down just outside the red zone.
Write something down.
And the Bulls come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
You have time to update these.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Community was facing, individuals were facing that came to this program. This section should convince
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. It'll just make it more satisfying if they can move the chains after starting 1st and 20.
Believability for the reader. It quickly identifies a specific program and the role in the extension and helping.
From the gun, he leaves it with the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. It's on target and complete. And he cruises his way to the house. touchdown Bulls. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
So right now we're working on the problem. What was the community problem?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, the lead is a dozen here in the 4th. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Big Ten action today. A couple of teams who have had this game circled on the calendar for some time. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Cadets have it back as Army goes back on offense. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present...
Oh, he's got some space. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Black Knights headed quickly to the line.
And how about the aggressiveness of this defense? I love this. Don't let them get to the sideline. Kept the ball in the middle of the field, went after the quarterback right away like some...
He's got it inside the 30. Seizing an open space, an opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Everyone find that? Why is it important?
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Here's a heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28. The Black Knights have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And this defense is another sack. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Pocket breaking down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Buffalo has it back. Let's see what the Bulls offense can do. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Does anyone else have questions as they're working? Digitally accessible.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game. Offense.
So as you continue to work,
The delay of game pushes the offense back.
the next section I want to show
Offense getting set for
is the
first down.
response. So some of you may be moving into this. If you're still working on your problem, finish that out. But your response section should describe what was done and for whom.
Finding an escape route. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
What did the programs do to address the issue? The tricky part about this, I find, is the small space that we have on this template. So you may, I was working with someone yesterday on one of these, and they had
Plenty of work to do here on second
write
and
everything
long.
down, and you can always words,
Fine
combine
play
things
action.
to make your points
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Go ahead and
Well,
jot
the quarterback
down.
knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Now facing a third and long.
Address the issue.
From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Snow. He'll be brought down at the 46, and he is well short of that first down marker. Fourth down coming.
We will look at completed examples, but for now, I want you to just get
We've
some
reached the
ideas.
2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now, but we'll see just how aggressive they want to be on
Right, for the
offense.
objectives section.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab, first down, still on his feet. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The Bulls come to the line with a new set of downs. And with things in their favor on the scoreboard, the quarterback's favorite play in the playbook. The old kneel down from victory formation. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they...
You may need to pull up your curriculum or your PowerPoint that you used and pull objectives from that. Feel free to go take the curriculum off the shelf. Get what you need to work on getting something down today on this template.